Yes, I know you want to rock and roll all night and party every day, Gene, but it's time for us right now. Oh, hey, everybody. Oh, come on, who doesn't have one of these at home? Come on, admit it, I know you do. Hey, and we're spending the next 60 minutes with the real deal. Here, hold this, Neil. Don't even think about opening it. I'm gonna hurt you if you open it. From Kiss, Gene Simmons, starting right now, right here on Private Sessions. Come on. You want the best? You got the best. Private Sessions is lucky enough to be spending the next hour with none other than Gene Simmons. Gene, welcome to the show.
What a thrill.
This is, it's such a thrill for me, I have to tell you. I'm so happy we're part of the same family here at A&E.
We are part of the same family?
Yeah, I mean, this is the house that Gene built. Like that one? Well, I'm so excited for your success on the show. It's done such phenomenal ratings, and you're going to be doing another season, of course.
Yep, season 4. We're shooting now.
There again? Yes, please. Okay, that's great.
Oh my God. LOL.
Gene Simmons' Family Jewels. How did that show come about? Did they originally approach you to do a Kiss biography?
Half of that's true, half is not. What happened was a few years ago I was releasing my solo record entitled Asshole.
Right.
Which is apropos actually because to a lot of people I am. And I thought I'd beat them to the punch and actually call the album that. It was released on Simmons Records, and so you have to do that.
I like, if I do it though, I'll ruin the microphones. In the Kiss biography, it was a Gene Simmons special, right? Gene Simmons 24/7.
Well, Bio or A&E or any one of the other A&E networks.
Yes.
Called and wanted to do a Gene Simmons bio, and I said no, because I know what they wanted. They wanted access to the Kiss, you know, image, underlying rights, and so on. Okay. And wasn't interested in doing that. But I told them that I was on my way to Australia to do the beginning of a tour, world tour, a few years back. And so I allowed them to follow me, and sort of whatever happened, happened, and they just, no script, nothing. And along the way they met Shannon, to whom I've been happily unmarried to for 25 years, and Nick and Sophie, my 2 gorgeous kids. Our 2 gorgeous kids. I had very little to do with it. Shannon did all the work. And they were fascinated, I think, by what to us is sort of normal, which is that if you have to verbalize it, I'm a contradiction in terms. I'm in a rock band that's been around for 35 years, has 3,000 licenses, and has more gold records than any American group in history. And we do very well. We do stadiums and stuff like that. And yet, I've never been high or drunk in my life, and I've never smoked. I just had lunch with my mother, who I worship.
Florence, how is she?
Florence should rule the planet. She's wiser than all the rulers of the world, although she talks like this. How is the orchestra? Mom, the band's fine.
Sounds like little Jaja.
She does have that thing. She's Hungarian. But she'd kick Jaja's ass.
I don't doubt it.
And so I think what people and A&E became fascinated with is this sort of very, very normal, very strict conservative point of view I have about morality and about my sense of what's right and wrong, and that I will let no one decide for me who and what I am. Which is why where are you going is not a question that's allowed in my life. Where are you going? Who wants to know? The last time anyone ever had the right to ask me that question gave me life, and her name is Mom. And Shannon Tweed is a 21st century woman. She should be teaching all the women in the world how to cut out the crap, stop torturing your guy, don't step in front of him when he's watching television, go to the kitchen and make a sandwich. He doesn't step in front of you when you go shopping and talk to you. Why would you step in front of him when he's busy doing his thing? Mostly she doesn't get involved or care about the little stuff. And women do. Pick up your socks, don't pick your, your toenails, all that small stuff.
It's instinctive, though, as instinctive as men are in certain ways. Though.
Cut it out.
All right, I'm trying. No, I do.
Cut that crap out.
They're all laughing at me at home right now.
You're done. Keep torturing your guy and see how long it takes him to mount your girlfriend, okay? Go ahead, keep torturing your guy.
I'm trying not to.
Yeah, he's not going on his... Every guy out there on the weekends can't wait to hang out with his buddies.
Right.
I can't wait to hang out with Shannon and my kids.
Well, it's obvious because when you watch the show,
No, it's obvious because the woman doesn't torture the guy.
Right.
You girls out there keep
Well,
watching.
she does torture
Oprah
you a little bit, though.
because it's allowed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But more about your show. Were you surprised at the immense popularity of the show? How it's been so
I will
top
tell
rated?
you that when the special, which was called 24/7, came out, I guess the response and the ratings and all that were so good that I was approached right away about doing a show,
Right.
Gene Simmons' Family Jewels. And I said with the following proviso, there are 3 of them actually. I'm going to do it my way. Number 2 is don't tell me what to do. And number 3 is see the above 2.
I like number 3.
Yeah, because, you know, my life and my success has always been about me trusting my gut. 35 years ago, I heard, you're going to put on makeup and you're going to do what with a high heel? Nah, it's never going to work.
So how has the family responded to this? Was it tough to convince them to get involved in the show initially?
Well, there's no
Did they have any
there's no
reservations?
convincing. We're going to be doing a show. Okay.
Oh, so you basically just laid
Well,
down
that's-
the law. You didn't give them a choice.
Well, what else are you doing in your life? Like, what's your job?
Well, I would be a little nervous if my dad came home and said, by the way, your entire life is going to be on the world to display.
And your point is?
Dad said I have to do it, I got to do it.
In all seriousness,
picked up in 2 hours.
neither
Can you do
Sophie,
that?
Shannon, or Nick are crazy about doing a show.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
it's not.
Thank you
They're
so much.
completely unaffected by celebrity and stardom and stuff like that. It means nothing to them.
Is that because of just growing up with you as dad, basically? They've just been so immersed in the business for so long that doesn't faze
No,
them?
I think it has to do with Shannon. She's got a sense of her feet are firmly on the ground, all 6 feet of her. And she's Canadian, and you know, Canadians are wonderful people. They have they're much more connected to sort of the sense of the simpler life.
All right, I want to get back to something you were saying about being happily unmarried for so many years, which is so obvious when you watch your show. What are your views on marriage? I'm just curious.
Marriage doesn't work.
And how are they formed, by the way? More, because I think a lot of people do kind of have an idea of your views on it.
Well,
but where did it come from?
all men, respectfully, are aware of the same information, intrinsically and biologically. They don't want to get married.
Why?
They just don't. Well, it is biological. When Australopithecus africanus, otherwise known as Australopithecus afarensis, wandered through the plains of Africa 3,600,000 years ago and was discovered in what was then known as the Olduvai Gorge in Tanganyika by L.S. Leakey, they found that this first hominid, this Homo erectus, not saying those words,
No.
wandered through. His way of surviving was to keep going from cave to cave, impregnate as many females as he could before he died to spread his seed. That's biblical. We're just doing the Lord's work. And then as he followed the herds, because they moved around, he would either do that or not survive. Now, if he stayed in one cave, the herds would wander. His gene pool would only be in that one cave, and within 1 or 2 generations, the entire human race would be cross-eyed.
Operative word being gene there.
It is ergo, and because man has been and tends to be promiscuous, that the gene pool is alive. Dalmatians are retarded because the gene pool is kept within there. The healthiest dogs are mutts, and so there's the eternal, you know, sort
The
of
healthiest dog. Oh, so
torture.
you're saying they're not the finer breeds, it's the ones that mix around.
Always. So what it's really about in all seriousness is that there's language, and I speak 4 or 5 languages, and in every language there's this, he's a good catch. You ever hear that phrase? Because he's trying to run the away. Number two is I'm going to get my claws in him, like a beast that's trying to get something that's trying to run
Interesting.
away. I didn't create that language. You did. Why, you know, when women get together, why are men so difficult to get, you know, why don't they want to get, you know, into a committed relationship? Because they don't want to. They want to be left alone to do whatever they want to do, hunt and gather and, you know, answer to no one. Once they're away from mom and dad, they feel they're free. And so here's the secret, girls. Remember, the guy's just left a household where he was told what to do, what to think, and so can't wait to get out there in the real world. You think he wants to get into a household with you and have you tell him what to do?
All right, listen, I want to share with you something. This
Upside
is
down.
the latest from Simmons Publishing.
The latest bestseller.
Seller. I actually just started reading it, and there are some very interesting ideas put forth in here about the world's oldest profession.
You mean Ladies of the Night by Gene Simmons on Simmons Books, Phoenix Books.
That's right, a
Look
historical
at
and personal perspective on
of
the oldest profession in the world.
Look at the gold trim, baby.
It's
Yeah.
very pretty. I like it a lot.
I'm going to show you a very nice photo of a fresco, which is not a dietetic drink that Jewish girls in New York drink. That's fresca.
Right. What do you think about how's the feedback been on the book so far? Whoa, hi. We can't